Hi everyone, and welcome once again to Southside Dodge Rebels this week. Perhaps our busiest and most eventful episode of the season. Plenty of game highlights to show you, injury updates, and news involving trades and the World Junior Championships. So let's get right to it by starting last Tuesday night with a wild and woolly game in Moose Jaw versus the Warriors. Warriors open the scoring when Travis Brown walks the line, winds, and fires it past Patrick Bartasak for a power play marker, 2:44 into the first period. Moose Jaw goes up 2-0 just 37 seconds later when Sam Fioretti tips home Dallas Earhart's point shot. No chance for Bartasak on that one. Joel Hamilton would give the Rebels a spark early in the second period. His shorthanded beauty on Luke Siemens cuts the Rebels' deficit to 2-1. The Rebels would tie this one at 2 when Mark McCoy takes a pass from Locke Muller and finds a spot in the bottom corner for his third of the season. Bartasak doing his part for the Rebels with a stone-cold stop on high-flying Quentin Howden. Corey Miette leads the rush for the Rebels, gets it to Tyson Ness, and check out the hand-eye coordination by Justin Weller. He knocks the puck out of mid-air past Siemens, quite a way for the big D-man to score his second of the year, and he gives the Rebels a 3-2 lead. The lead would last a mere 41 seconds. As the Warriors get a goal from Earhart, his wrister somehow finds its way through a screen and past Bartasak to tie it 3-3. Rebels keep coming though. Ness in off the left side, beats Siemens clean, but can't beat the post. Miette can't control the rebound. It stays 3-3. Rebels regain their one-goal lead when Alex Petrovic slides it left side to Matthew Dumba. He puts it top shelf. The even-strength goal makes it 4-3 Rebels. But again, the Warriors come back to tie it. This time it's Kendall McFall's point shot that finds its way into the back of the net, and midway through the third period, it's 4-4. After a couple of near misses earlier in the game, Tyson Ness finally gets rewarded for his efforts. He beats Siemens to give the Rebels a 5-4 lead. A nice give and go with Miette to set up that goal. But wouldn't you know it, the Warriors tie it yet again. This time, just 22 seconds after Ness's goal, Quentin Howden corrals the loose puck in the slot and shovels a backhand past Bartasak. 5-5 with 5 minutes left in the third. It definitely looked like overtime was looming. But heartbreak for the Rebels came with just 4.8 seconds left. Andrew Johnson gets it out to Howden, who was left all alone in the slot. The Rebels lose a tough one, 6-5. Definitely an exciting game for the spectators, not so much if you're one of the goaltenders or the head coaches involved in this game, but an instant classic between the Rebels and Warriors. One night later, the Rebels would wrap up their 4-game Eastern road trip in Swift Current versus the Broncos, and unlike the night before, goals were at a premium in this game. Turner Elsa made his much-anticipated return to the lineup after his 6-game suspension, and he wasted no time making an impact, giving the Rebels a 1-0 lead at the 8-minute mark of the opening period. Ponies tie it 3 minutes later. Red Deer native Graham Craig gets the goal, and it's 1-1 through 20 minutes. And just 13 seconds into period 2, Brad Hoban finds himself alone in the slot. The puck finds its way onto his stick and then past Patrick Bartasak. Broncos lead 2-1. And that would be it for the scoring in this one, as Bartasak and John Groenheid shut the door the rest of the way. The Broncos hung on for a 2-1 victory. The Rebels go 0-4 on the road trip. Even bigger than the loss on the scoreboard for the Rebels was the loss of Patrick Bartasak. He left late in the second period and did not return. More on his status later in the show. Following that 0-4 Eastern road trip, the Rebels returned to Red Deer in hopes that some home cooking would help them avoid another loss and setting a franchise record in the process. But it definitely would not be easy with a Friday night home date versus the high-flying Brandon Wheat Kings. A great start to the game for the Rebels. Petrovic moves it on to Person, who makes a heads-up play, finding Colton Mayer streaking through the slot. He gets it by Brandon Anderson for a power play goal and a 1-0 Rebels lead. Right after that, Rebels get another power play. More great puck movement sets up Dumba, who shelves it for a goal just like the one he had in Moose Jaw. Rebels up 2-0. Wheat Kings do get one back before the end of the first period. Bolton Pouliot makes a great first save, but Mark Stone, the WHL points leader coming into the game, sticks with it and banks it in off the 17-year-old netminder. 2-1 Rebels through 20 minutes of play. Chad Robinson gets a good scoring chance, but his shot is blocked. Rebound comes right to Tyson Ness, but Anderson gets a leg on it. Then the puck ends up in the crease, but Jordan Francouz clears it away. Brandon dodges the bullet. Pouliot, making the start in place of the injured Patrick Bartasak, makes a couple of nice saves of his own, keeping it a 2-1 Rebels lead. The Wheaties do tie the game at 2, however. Michael Furland feeds it to Stone, who has somehow left wide open in the slot. It's a power play goal for Brandon thanks to their 2 Team Canada World Junior hopefuls. Rebels bringing the thunder in this game as Mayer levels Francouz behind the Wheat Kings net. Riley Miller didn't like that much, and the two end up going toe-to-toe. Not a real graceful fight per se.
Goes a right, Miller with a couple of rights. Mayer trying to hold them out as these two have dropped the mitts and down to the ice they go.
Rebels get a golden opportunity when John Person unleashes the one-timer, but Anderson is there yet again to make the save. Instead, the Wheaties would double their lead to 4-2. Darian Zerzinski with a great pass over to Francouz, who had joined the rush from his point position, and that's his second of the year. The Rebels refuse to quit, however. Petrovic keeps it in at the point and works the long give and go with Dumba. Petro fires it past Anderson for the Rebs' third power play goal of the night, and it's 4-3 heading down the stretch. Unfortunately, the comeback effort would come up short. Zerzinski floats a long backhander that finds its way into the open net. Rebels fall 5-3, setting a franchise record with their 12th loss in a row.
I'm proud of the guys. I thought we had a heck of an effort. I thought we played a real good hockey game. I thought our special teams were pretty good. We had a big PK there in the second period. Our power play moved the puck real well, scored some goals for us. I thought 5-on-5 we did a real good job of limiting their opportunities. I didn't think we gave up too much, and I thought we really pushed at the other end of the rink and scored 3 goals tonight. And I thought that should have been enough to win the hockey game tonight. So it's a tough loss, no question about it. It hurts. They all do.
The obvious bright spot for the Rebels in this one was the breakout of their power play out of a long slump. They go 3 for 6 on the evening. Nice touch on Friday night by the Rebels, showing their support for the United Way. Socky Night in Red Deer encouraged fans to buy pairs of socks for a donation to the United Way. They all ended up on the ice during the second intermission. The Central Alberta Refugee Effort, the Safe Harbor Society, and Red Deer Clothing Bank all benefiting from this initiative. Coming up after the break, more game highlights versus Prince Albert, an injury update including on Patrick Bartosak, and some more roster moves by the Rebels.
I wish my family, friends, and Billet family obviously a Merry Christmas, and all the fans that have been supporting us through this drought. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Southside Dodge Rebels This Week is presented by Southside Dodge Chrysler Jeep in Red Deer, Alberta.
On behalf of myself, Bryce Tolman, Chris Neesner, and the entire Red Deer Rebels coaching staff, I'd like to wish all of our fans and the community of Red Deer a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Welcome back to the show. One more game to tell you about on today's episode. It took place on Sunday night here at the NMAX Centrium. The Rebels looking to get back into the win column as they play host to the Prince Albert Raiders. The Rebels had a prime opportunity to end their 12-game losing skid against a Raiders team playing its third game in as many nights. They suffered losses Friday in Calgary and Saturday in Edmonton. The newly acquired Tyler Oswald gets tested early. He makes the save off the shot from Austin Burris, then gobbles the rebound. He'd have a lot more trouble on this one, however. The long shot from center by Kellen Tochkin bounces high in the air off Oswald's blocker. He can't corral the rebound. Mike Winther does. His shorthanded goal gives PA a 1-0 lead. After an icing call against the Rebels, a heads-up play by Justin Malin on the faceoff. He pushes the puck through the feet of Turner Elson, then beats Oswald 5-hole. Just like that, it's 2-0 Raiders. Cole Holowenko in net for PA coughs it up, but then makes not one, but 2 outstanding saves on Turner Elson, preventing him from scoring shorthanded for the Rebels. Brandon Herod fires it from the left circle. Malin tracks down the rebound and slides it past Oswald for a power play goal and a 3-0 Raiders lead. Tochkin starts the play from the point, down low to Herod, who finds Malin in the slot. His shot is knocked down, but Winther is there to tap home his second of the game. Another power play marker makes it 4-0. Raiders get one more in this one as Malin gives it to Herod, who walks out from the corner and beats Oswald. 5-0 Raiders would be the final score, the Rebels' 13th consecutive loss.
We made 2 mistakes in the first period, and they both ended up in our net. The first goal is a tough goal to give up on your power play on a dump in from center ice, and then the breakdown on the face-off. But I thought outside of those, I thought we were real good through 2 periods, and we certainly had plenty of pressure and opportunities in those first 2 periods to score, and weren't able to get anything by them. And then, third period, we make a key mistake. I mean, right now it feels like every mistake just kills us, and we, made a bad line change. Guy just hops on the ice when his man hasn't come to the bench yet. It's just a mistake that can't happen. Hops over the boards and too many men of the ice penalty and ends up in the back of your net. It just feels like every mistake that we make right now is killing us.
Definitely not the way Tyler Oswald wanted to make an impression in his WHL re-debut. 5 goals, all of them scored by the Raiders. The Rebels' free fall in the standings continues. They now find themselves 5 points back of the Calgary Hitmen and in 5th place in the Central Division. They are now only 8 points up on last place Lethbridge. Not much change when it comes to the scoring leaders for the Rebels. John Person at 34 points in 31 games, the overall leader. Here's what's on tap for the Rebels this week. They have road games Tuesday night in Cranbrook versus the Kootenay Ice. Wednesday night, they visit the Medicine Hat Tigers. On Saturday, the Rebels return home to the NMAX Centrium to take on the Regina Pats. So as we hinted at earlier, the 13 consecutive losses sets a new franchise record for the Rebels, but players and coaches alike are doing their best to stay positive as they try to break out of this.
The biggest thing we've really tried to do is just keep things positive, keep things fun. You want to make sure they're having fun coming to the rink every day, and I think we've really tried to do that. And at the end of the day, all you can ask from the guys is that they're giving you that effort and giving you that commitment on a daily basis.
Well, there's no change into our structure of our game or our details. Like at the start of the year, we were one of the best teams, and we had the same structure, same everything. We just got to stick with the details, stick with the little things, and like I said, bury pucks, and we'll be a good team.
On Monday, the Rebels got the news they were expecting, and it wasn't good news regarding Patrick Bartosak. The Czech goaltender will require surgery to fix his injured shoulder and will be out a minimum of 6 weeks. Worst case scenario, Bartosak could be done for the entire season. With that in mind, the Rebels released Oswald after just 1 game with the Rebels, and they signed 20-year-old goaltender Devin Dubik, who this year was playing with the Humboldt Broncos of the SJHL. He most notably played with the Medicine Hat Tigers. In 78 career regular season games with Medicine Hat and Moose Jaw, he has a 29-26-1-2 record with a 3.82 goals against average and 2 shutouts. He also is 4-1 in 8 career playoff games. Here's an update on the other Rebels injured veterans. Captain Adam Campbell's dealing with a broken hand. Could be back after the Christmas break, hopefully by January, and much the same with the other long-term injuries suffered by Josh Cowan, Dalton Seawalk, and Aaron Borrego. Another one of the Rebels youngsters made his WHL debut this week. Hayden Fleury, who was the Rebels' 2nd-round draft pick in this year's 2011 Bantam draft, lined up on the blue line and got plenty of ice time, including alongside Justin Weller.
It was a good experience last night. I was getting a little nervous for the first warm-up and first part of the game, but as the game went on, I started to play my game and keep it going. Hopefully it'll help out the Rebels in the next couple.
A pair of high-profile Rebels in Calgary to start this week as they try to crack Team Canada's roster for the World Junior Hockey Championships. Defensemen Alex Petrovic and Matthew Dumba have been taking part in scrimmages and practice sessions.
We had meetings yesterday with the coaches, and they went over what we needed to do, or what I needed to do for myself. And I think just keeping it simple, not putting up points necessarily, but just playing hard to play against and physical.
All the Hockey Canada guys here, they're here to make set up success for you, and they're here for you to accommodate you. And they do a great job at that. It's amazing, and everyone appreciates it so much. And then all you have to worry about is your game, and that's what I'm looking to do.
Unfortunately for Dumba, he was one of 7 players cut on Tuesday morning and was expected to join the Rebels in time for their game in Cranbrook. Alex Petrovic remained at Team Canada camp with the final round of cuts coming Wednesday morning. That does it for this very busy episode of the show. Don't forget to check us out online at rebelsthisweek.com and on Twitter at RebelsThisWeek. We'll see you next time.